everybody, welcome to the South Australian Sports Show. I hope you can stay with us for the next hour. Plenty of sport to talk about, and as always, the co-host Barry Curtin joins me. Baz, how are you?
I'm terrific.
Terrific.
I'm terrific.
Up and about, ready to go?
Up and about, ready to go, ready to fire up.
Let me ask you this, mate, because you've been around footy a long time. There was an incident on the weekend involving the Salisbury East Footy Club.
West.
Salisbury West, sorry, Footy Club. What did you make of that?
Absolute disappointment, but not for the guy that actually did the work. He allegedly did the work, the punching and kicking and whatever. But I feel for the other 20 players. I feel for the club. I feel for the volunteers.
Salisbury West.
Salisbury West
Players
that have played all, trained all year for this.
Yep.
To get into a final.
Yes.
And then get rubbed out, the whole club. So what do those guys do? You know, that's a disappointing end. But I'm talking about Madge in the kitchen.
Yep.
And the guy that does the boots and the people that help to get that team on the park every Saturday afternoon.
Love it with a passion.
Bang, gone. But it's a double-edged sword for the other team too. They were due to play Rosewater in the second semi-final.
Oh yes.
Now I spoke to the Rosewater president, John Reardon, yesterday.
So no game for them?
No game. They go straight into a grand final. Now that's terrific.
Wow.
That's terrific for them.
Nearly 4 weeks without a game.
Exactly. But also, Phil, they planned a very big day because the match was being played at Rosewater.
Yes. So
they stand to lose something like $5,000 on the day because there's no game. So it's a ripple effect. Yeah. One guy does the punching, 200 people suffer. That's what gets me. It happened at the Rosewater Football Club a couple of years ago as well, a similar type thing. And people forget that the people they hurt, you know, by doing this sort of thing. So that club's gone now. I'm not sure. I think he goes up during the week, but they're out of it now.
Yes.
So Trinity, who lost the game to Salisbury West, now get another crack. So they'll go in and play Fitzroy for the right to play Rosewater in the grand final.
It's an expensive
it's a shocking thing when you look at it, and there'd be some really disappointed people at the Salisbury West Football Club. That's where it's going to hurt. It'll hurt in the bar. It'll hurt in the canteen. It'll hurt everywhere.
Yeah, you tend not to think about that.
You just don't think about it.
Think about him and the penalties that he's facing, as opposed to the impact around the club. Like you say, it's a $5,000 penalty there.
The day they had planned
finals, it's impacted on other clubs as well.
The day they had planned at Rosewater, and of course you've got a day, I believe, where it's going to be about 19 degrees and fine, so they would have got a big bunch of people there to spend a few dollars. Now, of course, they go straight into a grand final, which is at Thebarton Oval, where they make diddly.
Mate, you get around a fair bit. Is the city a little flat at the moment? No Crows, no power
I
after
think
next
it
week
is.
in the finals?
Yeah, I think it is.
Flattens us out a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's definitely flat. It's very, very flat. It's flat at Albion, I can tell you. Although there's still a glimmer, but no, very flat.
So the glimmer is you have to beat Essendon and Gold Coast have to beat Geelong. Is that the glimmer?
That's the glimmer. And it's a very, very tiny glimmer, isn't it?
Dim, isn't it? I mean,
but I know.
If Gold Coast were playing Carlton, you might be in there with the chance, mate. Geelong.
You look at that draw and think,
at Geelong.
At Geelong. Coming off 125.
I'm not laughing at the predicament, mate.
Coming off a 125-point win over Freo.
Yeah.
And get there to play again and play a side I think might be below Freo. No, they can't win.
Doesn't. Hey, just quickly, because we've got to get over to Ando in a minute. Usain Bolt coming out with the Mariners, and there's been massive publicity around him. I was just thinking outside the square, if the Crows or Power, hypothetically, suddenly said, look, we're just going to do a publicity stunt here, we'll get Kobe Bryant out and say that he's just trialling to see if he can play football. Now, most people go, that is just ridiculous. But if you think about the merchandising side of it, the number of jumpers with Kobe Bryant on the back, he turns up and fantastic with the supporters, trains a couple of weeks, and then he goes, no, look, it's a great game, but it's not for me. It's actually lost in that.
That's another thing, isn't it?
In that? Other than, you could say, well, his image could take a bit of a dent, but if it's presented right, around the world, the merchandise that would be sold on the back of a Power or Crows jumper would be huge exposure for those teams.
Well, Usain Bolt now is probably the best-known athlete in the world.
No question.
And there was something like 90 cameras at Central Coast Mariners training the other night. 90 cameras. Now, they're not 90 from the Central Coast Times.
Mate, they're the world.
You're talking world
media.
press.
That's what I'm saying.
So he's everywhere. So if he has a Usain Bolt, Central Coast Guernsey, Usain Bolt on the back, I want one.
There you go. We'll see if we can get you one, mate. Anyway, we need to get off and running. We need to get over to Greg Anderson, a bit of CrossFit information. Ando.
I'm here at CrossFit Brawn with JP Christal. Welcome, mate.
Thanks for having us, mate. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, brilliant. Great setup. I've got to say, this CrossFit's just taken the world by storm.
Yeah, mate. What can you say? I mean, it's a pretty, I guess, engaging type of training, as you've probably seen from yourself. It comes as a lot of sort of facades in terms of what we're doing, from the functional side of things to the body weight side of things, cardio, your strength. So I guess generally speaking, that's why it's so attractable. You're doing a whole variety of elements of fitness. You're not really missing any components. You're integrating everything, and you're getting a real full, complete workout.
So how long's CrossFit been around for? I mean, when you look at it, we have lots of gyms, and people have all different types of training over the years, and they've stayed in fad for a little while, but this is strong.
Reality is, I mean, CrossFit, it's nothing new. I mean, CrossFit in itself, the product and the package, that's new. But I mean, the elements we do in terms of, like I said before, the style of training, it's all old things done in a smart, sound setting,
controlled
setting. That's now done in a package formula to create really effective results and results for everybody. Yeah,
because you've got your bench press and your chin ups and kettlebell swings. You've got your row machine. You've got your running, of course. It is really it's a CrossFit.
And all those elements you've named are all things that are outside the realm of machine based. So, and that's the idea behind CrossFit, is trying to go back to our fundamental roots of using the body as it was designed, as its own machine, and negate the need for machines to be used in a push-pull or isolated setting, right? So we're using our bodies in a functional setting, like if I was at home, bending down, picking up a box. I'm going to apply it to my CrossFit workout and do a deadlift, right? So we're teaching people how to move at the gym. They get strong at the gym, and they can carry that on to their everyday life as well. So,
and a lot of Olympic lifting as well. Yeah. Because we look at the Toomey, who won a gold medal at the Commonwealth Games, which is fantastic. Yeah. But she also won World CrossFit Championship.
Yeah,
so
super impressive, right? So, in the same calendar year, she's gone off and won gold in a very specific sport, which is weightlifting, and then completed that with a whole facade of sport, which is CrossFit, and now took that gold in that as well. So.
Now, the one thing I have noticed, and I've been doing it for probably up to about 3 years now, is when I first started, it was a little bit daunting. Everyone seemed to be a lot bigger and a lot stronger. Yeah. But I've just noticed a complete different wave, especially the last probably 18 months, where you're getting all sizes and all shapes. Yeah. And as you said, in that controlled environment, one, it's great fun because you're in a team environment. But secondly, it's not a long sort of, you're in there and it's, you seem to be just chipping away and absolutely. You're getting results.
Absolutely. So the true benefit behind CrossFit for people aren't, full-time athletes, and that's the majority of our members and most members at CrossFit gyms, is the fact that you're getting a super effective workout within an hour, all right? You're getting your stretching, your cooling down process as well. You're meeting cool people. You're taking off the stress of your daily 9 to 5 work, and you're coming in, and that hour's just yours. So you can really, really, kill two birds with one stone. Like, you're having a great workout, but outside of that, you're actually socialising. You're meeting cool people. You're interacting, engaging, and you're actually really, really enjoying the process that CrossFit is.
Because that's where I sort of made the change. I was at the gym, and I loved having a chat and everyone was wearing headphones, and you think this is not 100%. The environment for me.
100%.
I did thought it was going to be a bit daunting, but it was just great. Everyone sort of pushes each other and really helping you with your different techniques, even though that's left for you guys, the coaches. And you seem to get so much out of it,
mate. And that's in my opinion, the true benefit of CrossFit. Yeah, the programming's great, and you get results by that. But the real reason you get results is purely based off the commitment you have to not just the gym, but the gym culture you create through your group. So the 4:30 crew, everyone rocks up. It's a half-hour process of how's your day, how's your kids, how's your wife, how's your husband, and it's that real sort of together community. And like I said, you go to your regular 24/7 gym or your commercial, very isolated gym, which is
very isolated and a little bit boring. Yeah,
more than a little bit boring. Yeah. Like you go in, you get a workout, but you're doing a couple of sets of bicep curls. You're on your phone half the time. You're looking straight at the mirror, and it's not really the process of that community that CrossFit sort of delivers, I guess. So
What about the next step? I mean, like, I love it. You know, I'm just enjoy being fit.
Yeah,
fantastic.
sure.
Enjoy every time I go to training.
Yeah.
There's something different on the board.
Yeah.
You know, something new, something different, and that's been for over 3 years, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
But then for the real enthusiasts, there's championships. You know, whether it's just Battle of the Brawn, which I know our club put that on, which is fantastic. Then you've got regionals and you've got CrossFit Games. So there's something there for it not to just be a fitness routine. It's something there. There is a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel for those who want to compete.
100%. So I mean, CrossFit was originally designed to be a program, and it still is obviously a program for everybody, right? So inclusive to, you know, your grandma off the street that just wants to get a stronger back, to the elite athlete or the ex-footballer who wants to come and reclaim his youth, you know. But the reality is, you know, that competitive nature still is alive in a lot of us, and CrossFit is very, very suitably adaptable to taking what we do in the gym as a 1 hour class and then making it to a sporting sort of atmosphere is what we see in the CrossFit Games. And like you mentioned, with our comp, which we started in-house here about 3 or 4 years ago, and we've now taken that on board to a bit of a larger scale. So that's our Battle of the Brawn, Because
your Battle of the Brawn, especially the last two, grandstands completely packed. I mean, I know that, I think the numbers were sold out to be able to compete within an hour. Yeah. But the spectator point of view was outstanding.
Yeah, it's good fun. And that speaks volumes, not just of the people competing, but more so of the community that want to come and watch and cheer on their friends and family that are competing, you know. So we try and put on a comp maybe once a year. We actually got a comp coming up in 4 weeks' time. So that's on the 15th and the 16th of September. So you can come and watch that over the course of the weekend. It's going to be pretty much a night event on the Saturday and a Sunday all-day event, and that'll be at 217 Ridleyton on South Road.
Perfect, yep.
So come and watch that. It's free for spectators, good fun, and you'll be able to sort of see the likes of your friends and family that compete at the gym, as well as some other athletes that you wouldn't normally get to see around the state. So,
but unfortunately, there's no over 50, so I can't compete. So I'll just help.
Well, mate, someone like yourself who can keep up with the young fellas, I think you're more than fine, mate. So. There's no other 50s, but I mean, it's an open category. Everyone can compete and at least have some fun, you know. So we run it in sort of two sort of categories, in like an open and advanced sort of setup, and then your individuals that want to go on a team setup, they can jump on the board with that and do like a scale to intermediate and have a crack and have some fun. So
what about the selection process of what you actually will have on your workouts during the day to what you have at a championships? I mean,
it's I guess similar sort of a mindset. You know, we're trying to with CrossFit, in your day-to-day sort of Monday to Saturday programming, you want to sort of hit most sort of aspects of fitness, right? And what is fitness really? It's a combination of what we do throughout everyday life. You know, so if I just go and do long distance all the time, I'll be great at long distance endurance work, but then my strength will suffer. And then counteract to that is, if I just work my strength all the time, my powerlifting, my absolute 1 rep maxes, I'm super strong, but I've probably got no cardio and I can't walk around the shop without getting tired or whatever, you know. So with CrossFit, we try and really work towards that sort of global aspect of what fitness is without sort of missing components. And we see that in sort of Monday to Saturday program, where one day might be a bit more strength-based, one a bit more cardio-based, still within a framework of trying to get results for long-term, but at the same time keeping it sort of mixed up to keep it entertaining for you guys as well and keep the results coming. So
now CrossFit is all around South Australia, all around Australia, all around the world. I mean, it's say for your club yourself, CrossFit Brawn, just give yourself a call, go on the website, find out how it works for you.
Easy as that, easy as that. So pretty much you call myself or Jace. We'll look after you. Either come in, say good day. All right, we like to sort of interact with you guys first, or just hit us up on the website, and then we'll do a sort of intro session for you, and we can go from there. So
JP, thank you very much.
Thank you, mate.
So if you want to stay fit or keep fitter or get stronger, come and see us at CrossFit Brawn, and we'll be back after the break.